Hi everybody, I'm Gail Z and this is the Thrifty Author Network. And today we're going to talk about 5 things you can do right now, even though things aren't, our new normal isn't exactly normal. But these are 5 things you can do right now as an author to build your book marketing presence and increase your interaction with readers and hopefully sell more books so that you come through this current weirdness in a good place. The first thing is, now that you've got some time on your hands, now that you may not be traveling as much, now that some of the events you were going to attend aren't happening, this is a great time to update your social media. So update that bio that is 2 years out of date and doesn't have all of your current books on it, or doesn't say about you what you now want to say about yourself. Those are one of those little details we all leave to the end. Well, this is a great time to take care of it. It's also a great time to learn a new social media platform. Have you been putting off learning how to use YouTube or Instagram or any of the other programs out there? Well, you got some extra time on your hands. This might be a really great time. Play around with it, get comfortable with it, fill out your profile, get a body of content out there. There's no time like the present, and there are plenty of tutorials out there to teach you how to do it. So this is a great time to take a little of that time on your hands and turn it into something that will pay dividends after things settle down, and they eventually will. We may not get back to our old normal, but we'll settle into some kind of new normal and move on from here, and you will be better prepared as an author to be visible out there talking about your books if you do a little of this housekeeping now while we're in the great pause. It's also a great time to learn some of the back office sites out there, like reader links, or how to actually use some of the data that you can slice and dice from Amazon so that you can make better decisions about where to spend your advertising dollars, what kind of promotions to do. If you haven't ever used promotions for your books, this is a good time to go out and do some research on what kind of companies do book tours. Do they do book tours for the genre that you write? What's involved in their book tours? How do they charge? What kind of services compare for different types of pricing from different types of companies? If that's something that's been on your to-do list and it hasn't gotten done by now, this is a good time. And you know, honestly, some of this stuff takes much less time than we think it will. We keep putting it off because we think it's going to take forever, and then we go, gee, that took me like half an hour. Why did I put it off for so long? So again, you come out better prepared when we're on the other side of all this craziness. It's a great time to be present daily with short videos, with funny pictures, with pretty pictures, with pictures of your pets. You can never really go wrong with pictures of your pets. With pictures of new recipes that you're trying. All of that is a way of having a human-to-human connection that is as face-to-face as we can get safely in this situation. And we're all hungry for that. We want to see other people. We want to connect with other people. And if you take people into your kitchen and say, you know, I tried my grandmother's recipe for the first time in 10 years. It really turned out well. Look at this. You know, I'm really kind of proud of this. Or if you just pop in for a couple of minutes and say, hey guys, I hope you're all doing okay, and talk a little bit about your day and maybe answer some questions about your books. It is a human touch that we're all very hungry for right now, and it's a great way for you to show a little bit of who you are behind the book cover, because people want to know, people want to make that human connection, and it's very easy to do that with sharing pictures and video and little snippets of real life. Be fun. You know, this is also, lots of people are settling into being home much more than they normally would, and they're looking for some fun. You can do watch parties on YouTube and Facebook and Netflix. They're very easy to do, and this is a great way to legally share a movie. Sit down and watch a movie that is kind of themed to your books, or just a fun favorite with a bunch of other friends, and do it legally and be able to comment in the chat. It's also a great way to have that kind of personal live interaction with your readers on something that may be maybe tangential to your books, maybe something that directly relates to your books. But doing watch parties is an easy, fun way to interact. This is also a great time for contests, and it's a great time for giveaways. It's a great time to invite your other author friends to come do a giveaway and maybe an interview on your site, and then you go visit theirs virtually. Because since we're not going out and visiting each other in person, let's do some virtual visiting in each other's groups and pages and blogs. You can also have some teasers and some snippets from your work in progress, talk a little bit about where your research is taking you, talk a little bit about how your day is going and how the writing has worked out. These are all things that sometimes we don't slow down enough to do when we are living our usual life, running around, going to events, going to conventions, doing book festivals, doing all those things away from our desk that we used to do. And now we're doing less of those. And let's use that time productively so that we can build stronger bonds with our readers, make it easy for new readers to find us and get, sucked into our vortex of all those wonderful books that we have out there for them to read and enjoy. Encourage and build that sense of community with your reading group. And hopefully, from all of that, because writing is a business, sell more books so that you can keep on doing this and so that you're positioned to be in the best situation possible when things finally do start to turn a corner and look up. So those are some ideas. I think we covered more than 5 of things you can do right now, even given some of the current weirdness and current unpleasantness. I think there are plenty of ways that we can turn this to maybe not an advantage, but at least we can use our time to its best use. So I'm Gail Z. Martin. This has been a Thrifty Author Minute. If you want to find the Thrifty Author Success Network, look us up on meetup.com. That's where our videos will also post. And when we are able to meet again in person, that's where those notices go. But we are really now expanding through video far beyond our usual meeting in a dinner group. So I'm glad. And for those who are joining us from further afield, welcome. And for those whom I haven't seen in person for too long, it's great to see you, at least virtually. So talk to you soon. Keep writing.